Good morning, Misfits. It is Fan Mail Friday on the Daily Breakdown. I am your host, Zach Bonfilio, aka The Misfit Patriot. Welcome to the LFA family. Let's see here. We got Mustache, River Rat, Funmon, Ali Jimenez, Amanda Collins, Pia Out, Lunta, Little Patriot, Kit Kat, Mar, Bad Moon is up in the house, and Mar Faye. How's everybody doing? Okie dokie, let's jump into it. All right, Fan Mail Friday. Fan Mail Friday. These aren't my fans, but they are. They're my greatest fans. My haters. My haters are my fans. My fans are my haters. My fans are my fans too. I call them supporters though. Anyway, yeah. If you've never played before, stick around to the end of the show. We are going to play a fun little game where we read my hate mail and try to figure out whether they're on the right or the left, because apparently I piss them off both equally. Anyway, let's get into it. Also, the Daily Breakdown. We got the news du jour, the news of the day, on the screen here. And I got a couple, I got both DuckDuckGo and Brave because there's a couple stories from each of them I want. But let's jump into this, this first big story. In case you're living under a rock, you might have heard there is an invasion in Spain right now. So about 60,000, it's up to 80,000 now. I don't know when this was 24 minutes ago. Of course they're downplaying it. Of course BBC would be downplaying it because it's reported that it's up to 80,000, but BBC is saying 60,000. Anyway, maybe, I don't know, maybe people are over-reporting it, but it looks like more than 80,000 to me, and we'll show you in a minute. Good morning, Zach. Today is my birthday. Well, you get a shout out. LRJHNSN0731. Happy birthday to Lauren Johnson. 071. 0731. All right. Next time, get a name that I can say. All right. Look, this is. Look, this story in Spain, the reason why it's so scary is because it's literally showing you what would happen here if Democrats got into power, right? Because I hear a lot of talk about Trump and how he doesn't do enough on immigration. Trump doesn't do enough on immigration. Why hasn't he deported everybody? It's been a year, 2 years. He didn't deported 100% of the. Do you guys have any idea what Trump did? He shut the border down. He stopped this from happening. You sons of bitches, you ungrateful pieces of shit. Jeez. Lisa, thank you for the... It's Lisa's birthday, guys. Say happy birthday to Lisa in the chat. Let's read this story from BBC, and I'm going to show you some crazy footage that's online right now. About 60,000... That's 80,000... 60,000 migrants crossed into Spain's North African territory of Ceuta from Morocco in the last 24 hours. Ceuta's president said, adding that at least 34 others died during the crossing. The influx comes after Spain's Supreme Court ruled that migrants stopped at sea while trying to reach Ceuta, or Melilla, another Spanish exclave, cannot be summarily returned to Morocco. So the Supreme Court in Spain ruled that, hey, if you come here, you can stay. That's basically what they did. And right after that, everybody just went, ha! Sold. Right? Have you guys heard the Democratic Socialists you know what? Screw that. Have you heard the Democrats platform? Well, I don't know why we're jumping all the way to the crazies in their part. Well, they're all crazy. I don't know why we got to go as far as to the Democratic Socialists. The regular Democrats want open borders. The regular Democrats want to pack the Supreme Court, and if they did, our Supreme Court, let's say they added freaking, I don't know, like 5 liberal justices, they would do this. They would say, hey, if you come to America, don't worry, we won't. You know what? Instead of sanctuary cities, it's a sanctuary country. We will not send you home. This is exactly what would happen the week after. That's how scary this is. That's how important this upcoming election is. That's how important every election moving forward until we get voter reform is. This is why we can't turn into Europe. This is why we can't turn into the UK. This is why we have to fuck. Sorry, I'm passionate today, trying not to swear, but this is why we have to fucking stop them. Wake up! Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez described the situation as an attack. You invited it! And said all illegal migrants would be returned to Morocco as soon as possible. Several European leaders have expressed concerns, some promising to tighten border controls. More than 25,000 have returned to Morocco voluntarily. Dude, if you get 80,000 in 24 hours, and let's say 25,000 return, you have 55,000 illegal immigrants. And the ones that won't return are the stubborn ones that are like, screw you. The people who don't care about laws. The Muslims, the Islamists, the jihadists, the people that want to globalize the intifada, the people that want to spread and conquer every nation they inhabit. The hell is going on here? UK Prime Minister, oh, I'm sure, well, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, sir. UK Prime Minister Andy Burnham and the French president offered to help Spain. By what? Taking them? Ceuta, the Morocco's northern coast, is separated from mainland by Spain by the Strait of Gibraltar. Has been a long focal point for migrants attempting to reach Europe. Videos and images show thousands of people swimming into the city. Let's see here. The Prime Minister blamed the dangerous events on criminal networks manipulated. No. You did this. Not the criminal. The criminals took advantage of what you did. You made it legal. That's no. They're not criminals anymore, right? No migrants are criminals, right? They're not breaking the law. We changed the law. The Prime Minister is trying to blame the criminal networks. You put in a law that said we won't send you back. It's no longer a crime now. The f*** you think is going to happen? Oh, what do I can't. We didn't see this coming. You guys have absolutely no idea how lucky we are that Trump won. No idea. And you bitching about it this whole time? You bitching about it for the past 2 years. I'm like ready to flip this table over. That's how pissed off I am right now. I'm not acting here. I physically just got the urge to break stuff. I've sat here for almost 2 years, and I have watched people like Nick Fuentes say Trump isn't doing enough. I've watched people like Dave Smith and Alex Jones and other assholes saying he should be impeached over some dead pedophile from frickin' 2 decades ago who he arrested. Epstein files. How would you like your daughter to get raped by a migrant who comes over here with a machete because the borders are wide open? Why don't you vote Democrat? Nick Fuentes and frickin' assholes like Owen Schroyer. Like, I don't know, we can't vote for Republicans. No, Epstein files. Yeah, Epstein files. Can't vote for Republicans because of the Epstein files. You. I would smack the shit. I'm not even joking now, dude. At this point, I'm smacking the shit out of any of you if I see you in real life. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know if I can say that on here, but I am. I'm gonna. I'll take the charge. If I see Owen Schroyer, if I see any asshole who said vote Democrat, you're getting an open-handed. I'm fuming right now. I'm not playing. I'm pissed. Because now it's real. Look at this. Want to see how real this is?
Some of them waiting in the water as they break through the gates to get to the other side. Sandra, this is reminiscent of kind of what we saw during the open border during the Biden administration through 2021, 2024, kind of similar to what we saw in Del Rio back in 2021. The socialist agenda, their platform literally says they want to abolish borders, abolish immigration enforcement, have complete freedom of movement. This is what it looks like in another country if they get what they want. Notice there is no resistance from the government whatsoever. These people are coming in without any obstruction. And if people don't know, Spain has a very left-wing government. Earlier this year, they did a big amnesty program for over 1 million illegal immigrants living in the country. They had 1.3 million illegal immigrants apply for that amnesty program between April and June. So that's what we call a pull factor, Sandra. They're looking for something like that. They know if they can just get their foot in the country, maybe someday that left-wing government will do another amnesty program. And you were just reading some of the wires. The locals want an emergency declaration. It sounds like
the ministry's saying no, they will not deploy military to the border.
Apparently they don't think this is an emergency. I mean, look at this. This is a total
No, it's not an
free-for-all.
emergency.
It does feel like
hold
we
on,
are looking at a few years
ago. Let's go
ago.
back here. Military age male, 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 military age male. This don't look like you're a abuela.
It does feel like we are looking at a
Military age male, 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 military age male. Every single person in this video is a military age male.
few years ago when you were reporting at the border here in the United States.
You guys scared yet? Because you should be. You know what? That's a good point. Somebody in the chat just said, this is what happens when you give up your guns. Let's find out. I think I already know the answer. What are Spain's gun laws? Spain's firearm laws are among the most restrictive in Europe. Private ownership is tightly controlled. Self-defense is almost never accepted as a reason to own or carry a gun, and licenses are purpose-specific. Firearm regulation is set nationally under the Citizen Security Protection Organic Act, 2015. 10 years. It's always 10 years. Venezuela, take away the guns, 10 years later. Spain, took away the guns. 10 years later, wow, I really don't think that the, quote, woke right, who's been bitching and moaning for the past almost 2 years, these people who have just been dooming and blackpilling, I don't think all of them know what they are doing. They are handing this country over to people who will destroy it. Over the Epstein files. Because they're retarded. Because you people are morons. Because and a couple of you, okay? I'm going to go with Tucker, right? A couple of you know what you're doing, right? Like, Tucker knows what he's doing. Tucker is a shill and a propagandist. He's not stupid. Owen Schroyer is stupid. Fuentes, I think he believes what he's saying too. He's like one of those dumb, smart people.
Yeah, I just don't see that Trump is, in the border thing, man. Because if how are we supposed to do the border? And then,
dude, shut up. Wow. Scary. You should be scared. Here. Black pillars. Trump hasn't done anything. How quickly people forget this is what's happening in Spain, and it was our southern border every day under Biden and the Democrats. Look at this. Look at this. Guys, millions of people came in to this country over a 4-year period. We are a lot bigger than Spain, but a lot more people came. 80,000 is overtaking that country. Let's see here. How big is Spain compared to America? I'm sure we can get a visual here. Okay. Yeah, so this is Spain. This is this is Spain compared to America. So Spain is probably maybe the size of or a little bit bigger than California. And that's scary because they're screwed. They're not stopping that. That is going to be a Muslim nation in another 10 years. Bookmark it. If you don't stop it, that's how they do it. They get in, they literally invade, conquer, take over the political system, and this is how every one of these countries has become Muslim. Look at the progression. All right, Muslim countries. Let's say, where should we go? Let's go 1950. Let's go total Muslim countries. I wonder if this will work. In 1950, the number of countries with a Muslim majority was significantly lower than the current 57 OIC member states, right? So, I don't know what's saying. It's not giving us a total. World Muslim population, 1950 to 2000. Wonder if they got a map. And guys, you have to understand this. This is important. And it's not Islamophobic. It's not Islamophobic. It's accurate. Yeah, well, just go by this alone. In 1950, the amount of Muslim countries was significantly lower. All right, you know what? Let's try this. Let's go to Perplexity. See if we can. How many Muslim countries were there in 1950? There isn't a single fixed number. Okay, about 25 to 35. Okay, so more than double. More than double in one lifetime. More than double is bad because I don't know if you know this, but there's only like 207 sovereign states in the world. Okay? In the world. They got like 25% of them. If they double it again, that's half the world. But what would you like the world to be, right? Like the world. Would you prefer the majority of the world, right? I don't give a crap what your religious ideology is. You can be atheist, you can be Jewish, you can be Christian, like whatever. Would you rather the majority of the world look like Muslim nations or look like America? Because America is a Christian nation, yes it is. There's Christ is written in the Declaration of Independence 5 times. 9 out of the original 13 colonies had you had to have an adherence to Christianity in your constitution. It is our constitution is framed around the Old Testament. That's why we're a Judeo-Christian, old, new. We are a Western civilization based on Judeo-Christian ethics, okay? Would you rather the world look like America or Iraq? They have one out of 57 halfway decent Muslim country, the UAE, right? Pretty much every other one of them is like, nah. Take this seriously, guys, and vote. This is important. This is how you fix it. What do? Frickin' vote! We're up to 121 people on the midterm cheat sheet. What is the midterm cheat sheet? If you don't know, this is where I send out messages to all of the people that join about your elections in your areas, in your districts. I have a nice little command center here. Join this. It's sway.co/misfits. It's in my beacons link. This is right here. There's a QR code on the screen if you want to scan it. Go to my beacons, go to my sway, or you can go to midtermcheatsheet.com. We got to win this midterms, guys. We have to start taking this seriously. You guys are rearranging furniture on the frickin' Titanic. The UAE is just for show, somebody said in the chat. Correct, but that's what I'm saying. It's literally the taqiyya of the Muslim world. It's like, no, we're great. It's like, all right, what about the other 56? Oh, I really freaking hope this works, man. I hope we're not screwed. I really do. Spanish military vehicles have been spotted moving toward the border after thousands of Muslims invaded Quetta from Morocco. Look at this. By the way, their military vehicles is like a 1990 Chevy. What are they going to do? Like, what do they think they're going to do? What do they think that is going to do? Like, you got what? You got a 96 box truck and a tank? Okay. Brandon Gill, this is the future of the Democrat Party. Why is this so small? There we go. No, wait, one more. There we go. No, actually, one less. There we go. Brandon Gill, who I love, by the way. I just found out that he's like 30-something, too, by the way. I was like, Brandon Gill for president, and they were like, he's not even 35. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. This guy is not eligible for president. He seems very, very old. Like, I mean, not in like a bad way, in like a mature way. Anyway, sorry, ADD. He points out this is the future the Democrat Party will bring to every community in America if they gain political power again, and he's right. Look at this. I mean, look, guys, look. Military-aged men. Military-aged men. Here, let's do it again. Let's play this little fun game that we like to play now, which I just made up. Military-aged male. Military-aged male. Military-aged male. Military-aged male. Up, another one. Military-aged male. Where are the women and children? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Keep going. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so basically 5 at a time. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So about over 100 people in this truck. And hold on, look at this asshole. I didn't even see him standing there. He's just standing there. This is a cop. This is a Spanish police officer, and he's just like, fuck, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Fight him? Like, no. Shoot him? You're the only one with a gun because you took all the citizens' guns away. This should scare the hell out of you guys. It really should. This is one of those episodes where I don't usually like doing this. This is very doomy. This is very, very doomy. This makes me feel very doomed. We have to win this midterms. Not 2028. Midterms. The Democrats want to win so they can do this to America. They don't even know why. They don't. Their ideology has just blinded them. I have watched the left talk for the past 10 or so years and make zero sense. And they still think they're right. They still think they're right. They're so dumb and they think they're right. They're not. All right, good. Hey, you need some help now? This fat piece of What's that? What's that sound like? Does that sound like Spanish to you? Listen to the driver in the video who's talking. Does it sound like Spanish? Doesn't sound like Spanish to me. Sounds like Arabic. Bro, either Jesus is about to come back or I don't know, but we got some problems, bro. We got some problems. Should be very, very worried about this, guys. Very, very worried. All right. Don't care. All right. Hamas agrees to complete disarmament in Gaza after Trump reveals historic deal for peace in the Middle East. This is from the Daily Mail. I believe this was just published. It's being overshadowed by the Spanish invasion. But Trump said they made an agreement. The agreement made by the Board of Peace was part of his 20-point plan. Hamas confirmed to the BBC that they have agreed to the deal. This is very huge. This is big. And no, you should not take them at their word, but it's moving the needle. All right. In a truth post Thursday night, Trump celebrated what he called a monumental step toward lasting peace and security. The agreement is a critical step towards Gaza being finally governed by a new Palestinian government that will work closely with the Board of Peace. Trump added, at the same time, Israel will have the security it deserves, where Gaza will no longer be used as a base for terror attacks. President Trump said the agreement will put into place a carefully structured phase that will eventually lead to Israeli forces withdrawing from Gaza. Okay. International Stabilization Force and new. So this sounds like it's like a two-state solution, but kind of where it's not really a state. It's going to be I don't trust Hamas. I don't trust the Palestinians, but it's better than nothing. I mean, if you're not going to level the place, this is the next best option. International Stabilization Force and new Palestinian police force will work together to keep Gaza safe for its residents and neighbors. All right. So, President said, all right, here we go. Thanked mediators on behalf of Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey for their important efforts alongside his own team. 1 year ago, there was a violent, raging war, humanitarian crisis. We've made historic progress. Congratulations to the amazing development. Trump has been meeting with Netanyahu. The Daily Mail has reached out to Netanyahu for comment. The 4-page roadmap for the deal, U.S. officials said that Hamas and Israel remain at the same phases until both have reached its stated goals. Smaller Hamas groups will be taken apart to start before they get rid of their tunnel infrastructure. On the roadmap, new Palestinian Authority will control all weapons in Gaza. We'll see. Earlier this month, Hamas dissolved its government and in Gaza and is preparing to transfer power to a technical committee backed by the United Nations as part of the deal. Remember, there were 14 members of the United Nations that were with Hamas on October 7th, raping and murdering people. So I'm not a big fan of the UN being in control of anything. But again, it is better than nothing, right? I mean, these situations with radical Islam conflicts, they're going to be solved one of two ways. They're going to be solved with a less shitty version of what we have, or complete and total annihilation. And nobody in 2026 seems to have the stomach for the second one. So because of that, I guess, okay. I know how I would do it. Like, I wouldn't go Lindsey Graham on the Ukraine and the conflicts in Europe and other conflicts. I would definitely go Lindsey Graham on anything that says Allah Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right. I think those are the story. That's the story I wanted to get off of there. Defying Trump, Cornyn used. Fuck, screw Cornyn. Yeah, not gonna let me read it. All right. This one. Okay, because let's check this NPR story to see if there's any crossover. 18 migrants now, they've died. Invaders, by the way. Call them invaders. That's what they are. They're invaders. All right, so look, this is the so what? This is Spain, right? I don't know the distance between these two. I don't know the distance between Morocco and Spain. Let's find out. Distance between Morocco and Spain by sea. There we go. 8 miles. Holy shit. It's only 8 miles. That's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. 8 miles you can do on a raft. You can do 8 miles in like a couple hours on a raft. Damn. They're screwed. They are so screwed. So this right here, this is between 8 and 9 miles. So they're screwed. This is probably like how they're doing it. So maybe 9. Hamas has a fever and the cure is napalm. 7 Legion Studios in the chat. Hamas has a fever and the cure is napalm on they asses. All right. I mean, I agree. So, guys, I mean, take it seriously because it's not happening here, but it's going to happen here. If we don't stop this crazy, let's do a quick reminder of the DSA platform, by the way. Let's see here. I think we had it queued up. It was the Greg Gutfeld one. Here we go. Let's watch this real quick. Again, for those of you that didn't see it the other day.
Problem. The problem, it won't shut up.
Abolish the Senate.
True.
Okay. Replace the presidency and Supreme Court as we now know them.
Yep.
Hold on. Replace the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court in Spain is the one that just made it legal for migrants to come in and they won't send them back. This is the DSA. This is a DSA leader.
True.
Okay. Replace the presidency and Supreme Court as we now know them.
Yep.
Abolish ICE.
Absolutely.
Abolish borders and give amnesty to anyone currently in the U.S. illegally.
As a long-term plan, yep.
Okay. So, replace the Supreme Court. abolish ICE, which is the enforcement for invaders, illegals, and replace the Supreme Court and open the borders. Open the borders so no police. So replace the body that creates the laws on immigration, disband the enforcement arm for immigration, and open the border. Guys, we are screwed if we don't stop the Democrats.
Defund the Pentagon.
Absolutely.
Abolish prisons, at least in large part.
Yeah, again, that as part of a long-term program, yeah.
Okay, so you can't arrest them either. I mean, let's not lock them up. So hundreds of thousands, millions of immigrants, or sorry, invaders. Millions of invaders come into this country, right? There's no police force to arrest them and deport them because we got rid of that. There's no prisons to put them in, even if we did. On top of that, we're going to hold on, let's see here.
At least in large part.
As a long-term plan, yep.
Defund the Pentagon.
Defund the Pentagon. So
Absolutely.
there's no intelligence
Abolish
on it.
prisons, at least in large part.
Yeah, again, that as part of a long-term program, yeah.
Okay, so do you guys get it yet? They want this country to be taken over and radically changed. This is what I'm saying. These people are terrorists. These people are, they're useful idiots, right? But they're terrorists. They're trying to take over the country. They're trying to destroy the country. They're just trying to do it in like this sneaky way with like this under the guise of tolerance. I'd be scared if I were you. All right. Now, also, Trump's non-citizen voter, this is from NPR, remains a mystery, but the claims raise midterm fears. Okay. 2 weeks after Trump officials said they found more than 250, that's 250,000 non-U.S. citizens, illegals, on voter rolls in just 4 states, election officials are still struggling to understand where the numbers came from. I know where they came from. Democrats let them register to vote. This is the problem. It's the left. The left is trying to do this. Multiple state officials told NPR they feared these unverified numbers or similar ones unveiled closer to the general election could be used as a pretext for warrants to allow law enforcement to interfere in vote counting. I fucking hope so. Several reviews in recent years have found that actual voting by non-citizens is extremely rare. Bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. Department of Homeland Security. So you found 250. It's super rare, but you found 250,000 illegals are registered to vote. That's rare. They just registered. They didn't actually vote. We don't check ID on anybody, but it's rare because we didn't catch them because we made it possible. It's like, oh yeah, when you don't try to catch the people who are illegally voting, the stats become rare. Like, this is exactly what, look at this. Like, Newsom just dumped this garbage, right? Like, right here. Homicides have now fallen 20% since Gavin Newsom took office. No. 20% less people have been arrested for murdering people. They make crime legal. So, obviously, the numbers are down because you're not arresting people. They're just murdering people and getting away with it. You think people stopped murdering? When we stopped arresting them, we stopped documenting it. Like we stopped charging them. I mean, when people murder, we go, don't do it again. That's a misdemeanor. Don't do it again. Yeah, no, the numbers definitely get lower when you don't arrest people. Just like the numbers of election fraud are very low when you don't catch people doing it because you don't want to, because you want it to happen. It's not hard to figure out. Crime is down. Okay, how about you go walk in New York City or any Democrat-run city at 3 o'clock in the morning wearing a vest made of money. See how long you last. Fucking crime is down. Jesus. We'll get to that in a minute. I don't know if you saw that. Department of Homeland Security, which oversaw 4 states. The voter roll analysis. So, California, shocker. Nevada, shocker. New Jersey, shocker. And Pennsylvania. The 4 states with the most fraud. Asked the states to respond to allegations by Thursday. Agency has not explained its methodology or provided states with clarity of how it came to its conclusions. These numbers until they're backed up, blah, blah, blah. Guys, this is not hard to figure out. If there is a state, if there's a state that has no voter ID, right, and they have a Democrat leadership and sanctuary policy, and millions of people came into the country just over the last 4 years, not mentioning the amount of illegals that came into the country over the past few decades, right? We have millions and millions and millions of people, and you're giving them driver's licenses and saying that they can work and they can, we just let them contribute to society, right? Like, then, yeah, they're going to vote. They're going to vote. It's not hard to figure out. This is common sense. This is 5th grade shit. Guys, it's going to be time to frickin' boogaloo if we don't stop this. If you don't know what the boogaloo is, I'll give you a hint. It's behind me. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Remember that. I'm not talking about some stupid, like, friggin' let's go protest. No. It's going to be go time. All right. I think that we're good with the news stories. So let's get rid of these. Let's add in a fun. We'll do that fun one last, and then we'll jump into Fan Mail Friday. I thought this was interesting. Everyday New Yorkers are going through hell to prove their homes aren't pieds-de-terre. Mamdani doxed so many people. He just was like, here's a list. All right, everyday New Yorkers are going through hell to prove their homes aren't pieds-de-terre. Even brokers say none of it makes sense. Under New York's new pieds-de-terre tax, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I don't care. It's so ridiculous. Homeowners are guilty until proven innocent. Karen Young spent 3 hours just trying to begin the process of proving her Upper West Side brownstone, her home of 30 years, is her primary residence to avoid this new surcharge. In the end, it was a complete waste of time. I was planning to upload a few more documents yesterday morning, only to discover the documents I uploaded Monday weren't saved despite the requirement to set up an account with a password. Young, president, founder of beauty marketing company, told the Post. She also needs to get ownership title deeds for her brownstone from her estate lawyer, whom she has to pay to continue with the process, so I have to start from scratch. I mean, it's hard to feel bad for these people because they're assholes, like these woke liberals who voted in Mamdani are now slightly inconvenienced because they have to show that they're actually, don't shoot, I'm on your side. It's hard to feel bad for them. However, this is still wrong. What Mamdani is doing is still wrong, even if he's doing it to these scumbags. I'm not saying that she's one of them. I'm saying there are plenty of liberals. I don't know if she's a Mamdani supporter, right? I'm saying there's like Cynthia Nixon, the Mamdani supporter who, like the Sex and the City lady, who is like, Mamdani's gonna give us free buses, yay! And then he doxes her address, and he's like, yo, you gotta pay me some money, dog. It would be great. I hope she is. I hope that this woman is a woke liberal who voted for Mamdani. I hope so, because I would hate for this to happen to people who didn't want this even more. She has to submit all her documents, or else she'll be on the hook for $42,824 surcharge on a property that does not serve as her primary residence. So this is literally just stealing people's wealth. That's all it is. The tax, which was framed as a tax on wealthy second homeowners, has caused a whole bunch of confusion. In particular, homeowners were overwhelmed when the Mamdani administration published a searchable database of over 960,000 residents who could fall under the new law, under the new tax. So this is what they'll do if they ever get into power. They will just make a tax. Like if you guys are in a city or any district where it's like purple or blue, and you're like, nah, I mean, I know he's only gonna go after the billionaires. No, you idiot. They're coming after you. You think 960,000 people on that list are super, super duper 1% wealthy? No. It's anybody that's just more successful than the middle class. Get worried. Fight. That's what you got to do. Fight. All right. Now, this story is just wild. Sean sent me this yesterday, and I was like, my first thought was, damn, he's really trying to get that Muslim vote. The guy who is replacing Graham Plattner as the main Democrat candidate married his cousin. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Longtime partner. Dating his cousin. And they have 2 children together. Relative attraction. We can confirm that Troy Jackson and his longtime partner are second cousins. They have 2 children together. Oh my God. This is so wild, dude. Democrats are friggin' weird, man. They're so weird. That is objectively weird, all right? Like, oh, it's his second cousin. Shut up, dude. It's like, what the f are you talking about, dude? It's weird. It's so weird. The tiny St. John River Valley town of Allagash had long been the butt of main jokes about its handful of last names and family trees that don't so much branch as tangle. Now, Democratic Senate Leader Troy Jackson, on his 5th pacemaker, finds his ancestry under the same microscope that eventually ran his predecessor, oyster hobbyist Graham Plattner, out of American politics into hiding. All right. You don't have to go far back in the generational line to find where crosses paths with the ancestors of his significant other. Oh my God, this is great. Allagash tipsters and genealogical records confirm that Jackson's longtime significant other is in fact his second cousin by blood. Oh, not even by marriage. Oh. They share the same great-grandparents, Thomas and Edith Thibodeau. He was Troy's grandmother, and their son Lewis was Lana's grandfather. That makes Troy and Lana second cousins on the Pele tear line. Oh, they got a graphic. This is great. This is so great. So here's their great-grandparents. This is Troy's line, and this is his longtime significant other's line. So yeah, they're literally second cousins. Oh my God. All right, well, second cousins, not first. The critical distinction before the pearl clutching begins. Oh, we are running out of time. We got to get to Fan Mail Friday, but maybe I think I'll save this one and we will bring this back up on Monday because that is just too good, guys. Look, I don't want to frighten you, but you should be a little frightened. Why is and that's not on the screen? What the hell is going on? Oh my gosh. This whole time I've been looking at that and my screen's frozen. Sons of biscuits. Why am I having these problems lately? This has never happened before. Here we go. Guys, real quick, I know that you heard it, but this is what I was just referring to. Couldn't see your screen. I just noticed that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so this is the family tree that I was just showing you. Technical difficulties. Yeah. So this was the this is the article. We'll save this and we will go over this tomorrow. I know you heard me sort of mumbling while I was reading, but yeah, no. Troy Jackson and his girlfriend are cousins right here. It's confirmed. Okay. We have 123 people. I think that means 2 people joined in this show. Make sure you go to sway.co/misfits because again, it's a very scary time we're in right now, especially seeing what's happening in Spain. This is not from Spain. This is America. And it was one administration ago. If we give Democrats power again, it will happen on steroids because we stopped them and they will make sure we don't stop them again. They thought they had this in the bag. They thought they had this 8-year plan. We stopped them. They wanted to continue this. Anyone bitching about Trump, wake up. Stop this whole frickin' temper tantrum because you got blackpilled. Shut up. Wake up, snap out of it, and let's move. Let's move the needle. Okay. Now, Fan Mail Friday, we're going to do a very fast Fan Mail Friday today. 7 minutes left. I usually give myself about 15 minutes, but I was just crushing there, so last week I didn't have enough time to get them all in. This week I got 4 out of 5. I'm back to work, guys, so you know it's a little crazier, but I'll try to get more prep time. Okay, this guy's calling me a pedophile and using a fake quote about me being arrested for pedophilia or for child porn, which I never was. Okay, we all know you're mad to stay relevant, not relevant enough. Great. Is this thing not... Now the scoreboard's not working either. Technical difficulties all day today, huh? Okay. Great. There we go. Jeez. And the chat is also not working. Great. Great. So just nothing's working. There we go. All right, good. Now apparently everything is working. All right. Okay, so this guy just called me a pedophile, saying you're disgusting little pedophile filth. You need to be hung on live TV. Okay, so people in the chat are already so many people have already played this game before. Based on this message and this guy's profile picture, do we think he's on the right or the left? Woke right, woke left, left right. What are we thinking? All right, looks like left, right, woke right, woke right, woke right. So we only have one left. Oh, great guy Gary thinks it's a lefty. P, you're out. Vote red or we are dead. Left scum, liberal. Woke right, woke left. Okay, all right, we got to move quick today, so let's find out. Andrew, sharing Andrew Tate. That is a woke righty. Oh, poor thing. You were... Dude, how dare you? How dare you accuse me falsely of being arrested for child porn when I wasn't? And you are defending Andrew Tate, who was just arrested for child porn. We live in a weird time, man. Okay, so that's 1-0 woke right. Oh, we're going to run out of time today. Okay, next up, Bad Gringo. Bad Gringo. F you, low-life fat boy. All right, Bad Gringo is a America First griper, so I think that we already know what this one's going to be. All right, so this one's definitely a woke righty. No need to even... Yep, here we go. Sharing Nick Fuentes. All right. Bad Gringo. All right. Next one. The Misfit Pedo. The Misfit Pedo from Snowman, and the profile picture is Tony Montana. What do we think, guys? Tony Montana. We got this is now. I know that there's a little bit of a delay, right? There's like a 20-second delay. So I want to make sure I give you guys a few seconds. All right. So starting now, this one. All right. Woke right. They are strange. Right. Woke right. Great guy Gary saying left. I'm going righty. Woke right. Okay. We got 3 minutes left. Woke right. Woke right. Okay. Everyone thinks that this guy's woke right. Oh, nope. It's a lefty. It's a lefty. F Ice Snowman reposted. Okay, they trick us sometimes. They trick us. Okay, 3 minutes left still. We're good. We're good. Okay, 2-1. And this sorry, this one is I think we know what this one's gonna be. Looks like I have triggered the Groypers this week. Or in March, I don't know. Or wait, no, in May. I go back and forth with my my things. I don't think we need to find out whether or not this is a right or left. It's definitely a righty. Yep, sharing Jay Dyer. Okay, so it is 3-1. Okay, and I have a special treat for you. I only put 4 on today because I want to take you live. So the Woke Right has 1 for the week. I want to take you to my inbox, and I want to show you this guy. And this guy, he goes, I don't know what I don't know who this is, right? Steel Toe Morning Show. I'd love to have you on my show. This is in February. I'd love to have you on my show for an interview. You and I both voted for President Trump, but we don't see eye to eye. And look, I do this all the time. I go, yeah, sure, let me know. You know, I'm just sort of brushing people off. Let me know what works for you. Slammed with work. No good, right? This is me just going, okay, I'm busy this week and next week I'm wrapping 2 jobs. Sure. This is me just going shoo, right? And then I guess waited until June. I forgot all about who this person even was. And then I go, would you like to come on my show? Sure. And then this is in June. And then yesterday, no offense, man, but you're dodging a debate. Let's do this. Morning show, Israel, West Bank, Gaza, Iran, and now you're completely misunderstanding Catholic Church doctrine. Come on, man. No offense, but you're so insignificant. I forgot you existed. So I'm not going to debate at all. I have a full-time job running my own company. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the funny thing, I didn't realize that he said he was a Trump supporter before. I was going to go and try to find out if this was a righty or a lefty and use it as the 5th fan mail, but I think we figured it out already. So 4-1 on Fan Mail Friday. Steel Toe Morning Show is the 5th one. 9 a.m. We squeezed it in. We did a very quick Fan Mail Friday. We squeezed it in. Quick shout outs, and this thing's frozen too. What in the hell? I am all kinds of technical difficult. Okay. Real quick. Sean Farish is coming up next. All right. Sandman, Kit Kat Mar, Brandit Darville, Bumba, Dave for Real, Great Guy Gary P, you're out. Stassi for Real, that's Gina, Bad Moon, Amanda Collins, Speak the Truth McGroin, Eileen Jimenez, and little Lisa. I will see you all Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Make sure to sign up for Sway. We got to win this election. It's more important than ever. Enjoy Ungoverned with Sean Farish. Peace.